Did you know that bubble wrap is actually not meant for popping? Believe it or not, bubble wrap was originally invented to be used as wallpaper. During the 1950s, Alfred Fielding and Mark Chevin were experimenting with creating a three-dimensional plastic wallpaper. They created their first sample out of two shower curtains sealed together, producing bubbles of air in between them. This became what we now know today as bubble wrap. Since its invention, bubble wrap has come a long way, evolving from its design to dozens of different uses. In this video, we'll take a look at the history behind bubble wrap and how it came to be such an iconic product. We will also explore some of the uses of bubble wrap and how it has impacted our lives in a big way. So let's get started. The invention of bubble wrap is an inspiring story. In 1957, two engineers at the Sealed Air Corporation in New Jersey were trying to come up with a way to make textured wallpaper. They experimented with plastic sheets, air pumps, and sealing machines to create what would become one of the most beloved materials today, bubble wrap. The engineers were not expecting it to be successful, since they had no idea that anyone would want or need a product like this. However, as soon as people saw it, they loved it for its protective qualities, and soon enough, bubble wrap became a staple in packaging materials. Its popularity has only grown over time, and now we use it for all sorts of things from arts project to stress relief. It is amazing how two engineers' experiment has become a part of our everyday lives. Now, we are going to explore how bubble wrap has come to be one of the world's most popular packaging materials. We will look at its fascinating history and understand how it has evolved to become what it is today. In 1957, engineers Alfred Fielding and Mark Chevin were working on creating a plastic wallpaper textured with air bubbles when they had their revolutionary idea. Instead of using their invention for wall coverings, why not use it for packaging? This idea was groundbreaking because until that time, fragile items were always wrapped in newspaper or cotton wool before being shipped around the world. Fielding and Chevin knew that their invention could be used as a protective cushioning material that would keep delicate items safe during transportation. They decided to name their invention bubble wrap after the tiny air-filled bubbles contained within its surface. The two engineers founded Sealed Air Corporation in 1960 to produce this revolutionary product, which soon became the industry standard for cushioning fragile goods during shipping. In those early days, bubble wrap was sold in long rolls measuring several hundred feet in length. Companies then had to cut out sheets from these rolls using scissors and knives, a very labor-intensive process. As demand for bubble wrap grew, so too did its popularity amongst customers who loved popping the little bubbles with their fingers, something that children continue to enjoy doing even today. By 1965, Sealed Air Corporation had made a major breakthrough by introducing an automated manufacturing process, enabling them to create precise sheets of bubble wrap much more quicker. These individual sheets contain many small air bubbles sealed within a thin, flexible membrane. The material can be used to protect fragile items during shipping and storage while still allowing some flexibility while being transported from place to place. Over time, more advanced forms of bubble wrap were created, which provided even greater protection against shock and vibration while still allowing some degree of flexibility, such as static dissipative forms, which further decrease the risk of electrostatic discharge or ESD damage due to friction and heat generated during transit or storage operations. Since then, bubble wrap has become an essential part of packaging and has been used to protect the waste from a wide-generated variety of items during shipping packaging, including electronic equipment, material glassware, and even food. Bubble wrap is also often used for insulation or soundproofing. Today, bubble wrap is widely used worldwide by business owners, hobbyists, and crafters alike as a reliable way of protecting fragile items during shipping or storage operations. Despite this widespread use, however, there have been concerns raised about its environmental impact due to its petroleum-based plastic makeup. Nevertheless, there is no denying the usefulness of bubble wrap, and it remains one of the most popular packaging materials today, something that over 60 years later still continues to bring joy to millions through its iconic popping sound. Now that we know how bubble was invented, let's take a look at how it is manufactured today. Bubble wrap is made of a thin plastic material called polythene. That is melted down and then extruded through hundreds of tiny holes on a flat steel belt similar to a paper making machine. As these long strands pass through the holes and come out onto the steel belt, they are formed into small bubbles, which are then cut into sheets to be packaged later on. The size of each individual bubble depends on the pressure applied during extrusion. Higher pressures result in smaller bubbles while lower pressures create larger bubbles. The air inside each bubble provides cushioning for whatever object is being shipped or stored with the bubble wrap and is created by running air through the steel belt before it passes through the tiny holes. This ensures that enough air gets trapped in each bubble so that when something heavy or hard presses against them, they will still be able to provide positive cushioning support. Nowadays, manufacturers have incorporated different types of materials into the production process to enhance the quality of their bubble wrap even further, like adding colored dyes for visual appeal, anti-static coatings to protect sensitive electronic items from damage due to static electricity buildup, moisture-resistant coatings for better protection against humidity and water damage, etc. They are also experimenting with different sizes of bubbles in order to provide companies with more options when selecting their desired packaging material based on their needs. And there you have it. Now you know more about how exactly bubble wrap is made, from melting down the polythene material all the way up to its final packaging stage. Let's explore the wide variety of ways bubble wrap can be used in everyday life. To start off, it is often used as a protective cushioning when shipping fragile items. This prevents items from being damaged while they are in transit and helps ensure they arrive safely at their destination. Bubble wrap is also commonly used for insulating materials against extreme temperatures, vibrations, and sound. It even provides insulation against fire. For those with green thumbs, bubble wrap can also be used in gardening to protect plants from frost damage during colder months. You simply line your garden beds with several layers of bubble wrap and your plants will thank you for the extra protection. Bubble wrap is an excellent resource for those interested in crafting or art projects as well. It can be used to create custom wall hangings or embellishments like jewelry boxes or bowls. It can also be cut into shapes to make gift tags or decorations like wreaths and mobiles. The possibilities are truly endless. But what about kids? Well, young children enjoy popping the bubbles and many parents use it as a tactical distraction when their kids are feeling cranky or overwhelmed by sensory overload. Just pressing on the bubble seems to provide an immediate calming effect. That's even a whole class of mindfulness exercises designed specifically around bubble wrap popping, which helps promote relaxation by providing a focus on a single task that requires minimal effort but still has an enjoyable result. Finally, bubble wrap serves as a great source of inexpensive recyclable materials that can be reused over and over again until it eventually wears out. Perfect for DIYers who want to embark upon any number of creative projects without having to break the bank in order to do so. So, there you have it, some unique and innovative ways that bubble wrap can be incorporated in everyday life. Have you ever wondered why bubble wrap is so addictive to pop? The answer lies in its design, which consists of numerous air-filled pockets that make it so satisfying to pop. This phenomenon, known as cushioning joy, was first identified by researchers at the University of Oxford and Central St. Martin's College in the United Kingdom. According to the study, the sensation experienced when popping bubble wrap is caused by a combination of sensory motor feedback from the physical act itself and a sense of accomplishment from overcoming an obstacle. In other words, bubble wrap provide both mental and physical satisfaction simultaneously. No wonder it is so addictive. This is just one example of the power of innovative thinking and problem solving. By using their creativity and knowledge, these two inventors created something completely new and unexpected, a material that would revolutionize how we package and protect items today. Bubble wrap is an essential product to have around due to its versatility, durability, and affordability. In conclusion, bubble wrap was never intended to be used for pop-in fun. It was actually created as wallpaper and for other industrial purposes, such as cushioning delicate items in transport. Despite its original purpose, it has become an iconic product of our times, with people enjoying the sensory experience of poppin' bubbles around the world. So next time you're having some bubble wrap poppin' fun, remember that this product was not originally designed for your pleasure, but rather for practicality. Like and subscribe if you want to know more interesting facts like this, so comment down below what would you like to see next. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.